When you hear the plague, what do you think about?
Black Death.
Is it serious?
Yeah,
How serious?
pretty serious.
Thanks, Brett.
No problem.
What comes to your mind when you think about the plague?
I'd have to say death, destruction, and children singing Ring Around the Rosie.
Thank you. The wake of the plague. Right now we're walking in the UT Gardens and we're going to tell you how the bubonic plague would affect these UT Gardens.
What is the plague?
I'm glad you asked. The plague is a bacterial disease of rodents that can be spread to humans and other animals by infected fleas. Did you know that?
Yes, I
The plague has three forms. The bubonic plague, infection of the lymph glands. The septicemia plague, infection of the blood. And the pneumonic plague, infection of the lungs. Pneumonic plague can be spread from person to person. Did you know that?
Yes I did.
Good. The plague is a disease of rodents that can be spread to humans and other animals by infected fleas. In people, the plague has three forms. Bubonic plague, infection of the lymph glands. I think I already said this. Septicemia plague, infection of the blood, and pneumonic plague, infection of the lungs. Pneumonic plague is the most contagious form because it can spread from person to person in airborne droplets. Those are pretty flowers. Here you go.
So, where can the plague be found?
The plague can be found in some areas in Asia, Eastern Africa, Europe, Africa, South America, and North America. We're here at the outdoor classroom and we're going to give a lecture on the plague.
So I have a question.
Yes, you.
Where can the plague be found?
The plague is found in some semi-arid areas in Asia, Eastern Europe, Africa, South America, and North America. In the United States, most cases occur in humans occur in two regions, northern New Mexico, northern Arizona, and southern Colorado. And number two, California, southern Oregon, and far west Nevada. It really doesn't occur in the UT Gardens, but we're just going to pretend like it did. Yes, Tom!
Alright, so how do I get the plague?
You can get the plague by bites of infected fleas, by direct contact with tissues or bodily fluids of a plague-infected animal or person, or by inhaling infectious airborne droplets from persons or animals infected, because they're infected, or by laboratory exposure to plague bacteria. Thomas!
Alright, so why are we in the gardens?
I don't know. I think it's because in the bubonic plague times, they used to use gardens as burial grounds instead of real gardens. Also, I think the gardens would have been affected because all the gardeners would have been killed off and then it would just die. So instead of a garden being a place of beauty, it becomes a place of death. Ring around the roses, pocket full of posies, ashes, ashes, we all fall down. What does Ring Around the Rosies have to do with anything?
Well, Ring Around the Rosies originated during the plague because all the children were dying and they sang the song.
That's rad. In conclusion, the gardens during the time of the bubonic plague would have probably not been as healthy because first of all, they're burying people here. And second of all, the gardeners would have died and there would have been no one to take care of them.